What's up, everybody? Patrick back with more real estate tips and tricks for you. Since we're getting close to Halloween, I figured this would be a good time to talk about why, as a buyer, you should beware when purchasing a home. Let's get into it. In real estate, when you're buying or selling a home, it can become really stressful, even when everything goes right. So today we're going to be talking about what should I expect as the buyer when I'm purchasing my home. When you're looking for a house, we know that this is an obsession that you have. You spend every minute that you've got free checking the apps, looking online, seeing what new house has come available. So every second that you got, every break that you have at work, the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, the last thing you do before you go to bed, every potty break that you take.
Hey, you found that house yet?
No, still looking. So what we know that when you're looking for all these houses, if you're constantly looking at them all day, every day, you're gonna get fatigued, especially if you've looked at 5 or 10 houses already. It's gonna become really stressful and start to wear on you, lead to more frustration. So it's really important that you're taking care of yourself during this process. So go on dates, go get your massages, just don't go buy a new car because that could really wreck your credit for when you're trying to apply for a loan. The next thing we're going to be talking about is a Latin word that is caveat emptor. Caveat emptor. Caveat emptor. However way you want to say it. It basically means buyer beware. This is a term that is applied to most real estate transactions in the United States. It basically encourages and warns the buyer that you should be getting things such as an inspection, an appraisal, checking for flood insurance, getting title insurance, a well and septic check, a radon inspection. Do you need an attorney? Basically, when you go to buy a house, you as the buyer have the responsibility to make sure that you've checked all of your boxes and done your due diligence as a buyer. Basically, when you sign that dotted line at the closing table, you're saying, I know what I'm getting myself into. Here's where your agent will come in handy. Your agent is going to be your counselor, your life coach. They're going to cry with you. They're going to laugh with you. They're going to celebrate with you. They're going to be your hype man or your hype woman, but they're also going to advise you, which makes this process a little bit less scary when you've got an agent involved because they've been there, done that. They know what to expect. They can help guide you through the transaction. Now, for those of you that need to know exactly what all of those are, I'm going to have a separate education video that outlines exactly what those things I just listed mean. Next, let's talk about how many houses you're supposed to look at. What's the magic number? Well, in 2019, the National Association of Realtors did a poll, and here's what they said. 10. About 10. So if you're finding yourself, stressed because you've already looked at 4, you're still under the average. If you find yourself stressed that you've looked at 12, 13, 14, you're above average. That same poll tells us that 50 to 60% of buyers find that finding that home is the most stressful part of the process. So, what do you do here? Be intentional. Stay in the neighborhoods you want to live in. Don't look at the house that's $100,000 outside your budget, or it's got one less bathroom or one less bedroom and maybe we can look at and make this work, something like that. Don't stress yourself out that way. Do that as a last resort. Pick your top 5, your top 10, ones that you can see yourself moving into online, of course, and go check out those houses. If you can't find something from there, then you can start looking at that secondary list, the B list, of houses that might work but don't meet exactly everything that you're looking for. Okay, the next one is a hard one because I promised you that on this channel, we're gonna be real, right? So let's talk about what happens when you miss out on an offer. If you have a multiple offer situation, you put in a really good bid, you've already got yourself moved into this house, you've got the living room furniture set up, all that, it really sucks when you miss out on a house, when you lose that bidding war. Now, the first thing to remember is that people are doing some crazy things to get into houses these days. If you're watching this video in 2020, you know that we are in a very, very tight market. People are sacrificing a lot on their end in order to get into these houses because the inventory is so low. So first, understand that you're in piranha season. It's pretty tough to win a bidding war right now. This is why having an agent or another professional guide you through is so important. Because when you miss out on that offer, that frustration continues to build and build and build. Imagine if you missed out on 3 or 4 different offers, okay? Sucks. An agent is gonna help you structure your offer in a way that is gonna look great to the seller, okay? So make sure that you have that conversation with your agent about what is the best way to structure this so I can get this done. How many dream homes are you gonna find? If you like a house enough to actually put in an offer, imagine if you missed 3 or 4 of those in a row. That's why having a real estate agent or another real estate professional helping you with this process is so important, because they know how to structure offers to get the deal done. Now, we're not miracle workers. We can't guarantee you that you're gonna get your offer accepted, but we can at least give you options. So make sure that you have that conversation with your agent or the professional that you're working with so that you don't have to miss out on 3 or 4 or 6 different bidding wars. Now guys, we know that this can be a very stressful and difficult thing to talk about, but I told you we're gonna be real here, okay? We want you to know what to expect when you're getting into these transactions. And we're gonna be there to celebrate with you when you get through them, when you're taking that next step in your journey. Like I said, we want the best for you guys. We hope the best for you. We're gonna be here every step of the way with you. Now, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We'll be happy to help you out there. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're gonna be coming at you regularly with real estate tips and tricks from transaction management, buying and selling, investing, money management. We're handling all of it. Okay, you guys take care, be safe. We'll see you soon. I don't like that either. Pre-work break that you have. Break. Ugh. And is what's called your whatever frick. The transaction or frick. Nope. Missing out on